Hazard versus risk.
What's the difference between a hazard and a risk? There are some confusion about the two. A lot of the time, they are used interchangeably, and you might have thought they mean the same thing. They have very different meanings.
Hazard is the possibility of something causing harm, while a risk is the probability that someone or something will be harmed by that hazard. Let's go through some examples. Stairs are inherently hazardous. People have been falling on them or getting hurt. A wet floor is a hazard, and there is a probability that someone might be harmed by slipping and falling. Wet floors and other slippery surfaces are the leading causes of accidents. Wet floor can lead to severe injuries. By recognizing the hazards and assessing the risk, involved consequences or injury can be reduced.
For hospitality industry like hotels, restaurants, and more, there's an abundance of potential risk to pinpoint and address to ensure the well-being of your staff and your guests.
Hazard, risk, plus safety. You'll hear these terms on the daily basis. What is risk management? Monitor, awareness, identify, evaluate, controls, and implement. Risk management is a process of identifying possible risks, problems, or disasters before they happen. This allows the establishments to set up procedures. Why do we need the risk management? Workers have the right to go home safe and healthy, right to be consulted about safety in the workplace to prevent injuries at work. Proper risk management practices make risks that are not apparent, get credit for corporation, and reduce business liability. With a risk management plan, you can prepare for the unexpected, minimizing risk and extra cost before they happen. Risk management should be pragmatic, focusing on reducing risk at source, and holistic. A pragmatic approach in tourism includes recognizing all the hazards that are available in the workplace, assess the risk on those hazards, and to develop the right things to do that is suitable and in tune on the work environment. As part of managing the safety and health of the organization, the employer must identify the hazards and the right control in their workplace. Employers should discuss this to his employees. This process is known as risk assessment. They do this to decide if they were doing enough to prevent that. Risk management is also about reducing risk at source. This is the hierarchy of controls. Elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and personal protective equipment. Hierarchy of controls is mostly used by organizations to select the most appropriate controls for a particular hazard in the workplace, with the most reliable controls at the top, while the least reliable control is at the bottom. The idea of this was to provide a common structure that would provide guidance for everyone when controlling a risk. The first one is the personal protective equipment. To prevent burns in the kitchen, a worker should wear appropriate personal protective equipment. Wear a appropriate PPE in a situation. Support gloves are easy protectors against heat. Wearing this is to ensure the proper protection. The next is administrate. You can also limit the total time any workers spend so that workers can rest to enable the body to repair and be ready again. The next in line is engineer solution. Let's say the value level is still too high to be safe, or it is impractical for employees to share time on the equipment. While substitution is finding way to substitute to the potentially risky equipment for less hazardous to workers. And the top most reliable control is to eliminate. The highest level of hierarchy is eliminate. You will eliminate the danger altogether, like to contract a work specialist without putting anyone in any harm. The risk control measures are implemented in hierarchy in order of their effectiveness to prevent accident or injury. Risk elimination sits at the top of the hierarchy, as there is no better way to prevent accident than completely removing the risk. Holistic risk management is the third principle of risk management, and let us discuss about it. This means considering individual, job or task, and organizational factors that can compromise the worker's ability to work safely. Individual factors locate a worker's health condition, which are important to assess if he is suitable for the job. Job factors address conditions of the workplace, equipment, and design. Organizational factors focus on the work culture and training of employees. It helps employees understand how they can create success. Culture supports market adaptation, innovation, and boosts employee engagement. Training programs must reflect values. Holistic risk management focuses on the safety and health. Taking holistic approach also means looking not just in safety hazards but health hazards, identifying exposure to different risk factors. This is especially important for every individual.
Together, we can prevent all injuries and ill health at work. To stay safe, we just need to recognize hazards and take the steps necessary to reduce the risk. Whether your workplace contains different hazards, the three key principles of risk management can help limit or even eliminate your exposure to these hazards. Risk management means focusing, monitoring, reviewing for continuous development. Developing a risk culture means creating a workplace where staffs have the confidence to ask questions about the way that the business is conducted. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. I hope you learned